Okay, good evening, copier pundits and other YouTubers and other people that most of society think are sub-outs. Well, we're not really sub-outs, it's just a silly misconception. Alright, we're just going to have some more party raving good time. You wouldn't believe it, there's a party going on outside a gathering, usual stuff, Don't talk too loud. It's a neurotypical gathering. Suburbanite gathering. So well, don't want to partake too much. Actually, funnily enough, one of them actually was interested and asked if I wanted to show some of my photocopy art to her. But the thing is, she said she wanted to have lunch first. I didn't want to impose. It's good. The thing is, it's always good not to impose if you can, because that's when you get labelled, even if you've got the biggest talent on earth, right? If you try to push it in people's faces, which I did for many years, decades, then you become what's known as a tool. But then I am a tool because, hey, I mean, even when I'm showing someone how to use a photocopier in the same method as a soft-guided photocopier would, well, you could say I am a tool because I'm being used. Hey, get it? Tool, get it? Well, a photocopier is a tool. I mean, just as much as a hammer is a tool, and a saw is a tool, and a screwdriver, well, technicians use them all the time, hey? Alright, a photocopier is a horribly complicated tool, probably one of the most complicated tools anyone on this earth could use. And I must say, if you're into science and physics and electricity and magnetism and just about everything else in between, well, there's a part for everything. You can even decide to specialise in different parts of the mechanism. You could say you could specialise in scanner. Some people like the printing section better. Some people could concentrate on designing a better paper feed or something. Or a print engine. Oh, so many opportunities if you can join the photocopier league, But you've got to be into it right. You've got to be a tone ahead. You can't just be doing it for money or for some kind of other, sorry to say, selfish game. You've got to basically be in it, and you've got to be doing other stuff, wanting to serve the people, even though the people have harmed us for so many decades. The thing is, we don't want to return that back in their faces. The only reason why we might do it now is because we just don't have anything to give. We get spitted, we get frustrated, but that's no excuse really. But it does happen, and the thing is, when we do get this thing underway, then we'll have something to give, and then that would be a peace offering, and hopefully then we'll have unity, full-on unity. Alright, now some of those, and there's enough of this jibber-jabber. Right, because most of us have Asperger's syndrome, and we're sick and tired of being just called, having a diagnosis, because we've got to put our favourite job or our favourite hobby on our badge. Even if you haven't got a job, you've got to give yourself a name that correlates. So I call myself a photocopier, or I call myself a self-guided photocopier, or I call myself a photocopier freak, or whatever. But I mean, it's still Asperger's syndrome. I'm proud to have that too, you can be proud of that. But the thing is, it's good to be able to have your favourite hobby printed on your badge and have it more personalised. Alright, let's go. Let's have a bit of music. Let's play the song by Rick Cole, The Mode Cookbook. Okay, a lot of Mode fans out here. This one here is, that's the one year piece of the band there. This is like Futurism. This came out in 1997. And the song we're going to play is called Born to Be Wild. And this sounds really, really rip snorter. Yep. You can almost imagine I've got memories on my hard drive of the old days of the copier industry, like pulling the old copier hard drive out and seeing what's on there. Well, they've only had hard drives, I think, since 2002, but you just imagine it's just stuck in your, memories. Alright, time to go. Although 97 was pretty bad time for photocopiers anyway. But anyway, enough of that. Let's go get play Born to Be Wild. Okay! Dedicated to you, Luigi Benedict. Hang on. Oh, actually no, it's Hotel California. I've just clicked on it. This is like the electronic version of Hotel California. It's actually quite a sad song. I mean, a lot of people like the church say it's a demonic song, but the thing is, songs like that are, I believe, are actually telling truth about things like truth. It's not pleasant. It's not. It's the thing is, you gotta not get into the song in that vein. But it talks about a song that talks about evil and about sadness and how depressing it is. If you're a person who's got Asperger's syndrome, and it seems to have hit the copier community really hard. My mother is affected by it, curse. It's all to do about money, about us trying to stop the money gods from interfering with mankind. I mean, this is quite a humorous rendition of Hotel California, but you can imagine if you're a copier in front of, can you imagine you're thinking of, wow, you have a nice big room full of copiers, and then all of a sudden, zip, something went horribly wrong, and you end up in a housing department or housing estate which is absolutely hellish, right? You've got worries and fears, you lost your fun. The thing is, it's like a circle, like a horrible thing. Oh dear. So this is not a celebratory thing, so I don't think it's that, tongue in cheek. This is like the copying industry, it's become a real macabre sort of a circus or a macabre fun park scene, completely with ugly clowns laughing. That sort of thing. It's not funny really, but it's a way of dealing with the past. Sort of that's fun, therapeutic sometimes. There's a bit of a boogie scene in there, a bit of positive thinking. We're going to have a bit of fun at the photocopier. We're going to fight our photocopier world. We're going to get a job in the industry. We're going to try this out hard. We're going to boogie around. There's a bit of hope. There's a bit of hope. They have momentary positive thinking, positive glimmer of hope. You're going to find your little heaven on earth. So you think. You're trying to find a partner. Trying to sex on a copier, but something goes horribly wrong. And then you get back to this horrible macabre fairground town, complete with a laughing clown, ghost trains that catch fire, just like, oh shit, it's not nice. Now, I just hope those watching this is not actually affected by this disease, because if they're actually affected by this, I suggest they turn it off. Because it's okay to listen to, it's good to listen to it after you've been cured, but if you're not being cured, this is not a good thing to listen to, it's very depressing. There's a bit of tragedy in this one, that's in the crows. But a copy of dystopia, futurism gone haywire. You can imagine this is Luigi. Oh dear, this sounds like virus written copier software to me. Viruses. Shit, pardon me. Oh dear, I think the copier industry just died. You also get a bit mad, we're going to try and do a bit of fun now. Just a bit of momentary positivity. The old scorches under the mode synthesizer, okay. So we go through moments of we get depressed, then we go up again, we're trying to reboot the system. We're trying to reboot, but the numbers keep looking over. It's like a machine, right? I've seen these big touch panels in Officeworks, which run the copiers, and they're running on I think Windows 8 or Windows 7, and when it malfunctions, it sometimes has this reboot sequence, which goes 10, 9, it counts down and it tries to reboot itself. It keeps doing it, and it rarely gets the reboot. It has to be rebooted by I don't understand, it's really bad design. First try those ones out. And it's like, it's trying to reboot itself, it's going through a reboot sequence, it's going down and it thinks, and when it's trying to reboot, it's thinking, okay, I'm going to reboot myself, we're going to reboot ourselves, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work, it goes back down the counter again, click. But anyway, it's only funny when you actually be cured of this condition, it's the way it's sort of tongue-in-cheek. Irony, copier, fix love, irony, toner heads, copier, culture gone dark. We want many of the toner heads, watch their world through television, just like in many of those neuromantic dystopic songs. Oh crap, we're talking through the machine world now. Welcome to where? Welcome to our nightmare. I say welcome, tiny heads. Gang over there, we've locked up in the machine now. We've lost our humanness. Oh, look, there's a bit of popcorn. millions of... Let's design a copy system! Whoa, how do we design a copy system? We're pulling cones, mate. It's just in our heads. Oh, putts! Anyway, it's really macabre stuff, really. Funny, as I said, it's not funny if you... Oh, dang, I've got to turn this sucker off. But it's basically not funny when you're going through the condition, right? When you're feeling like, oh, man. It's really sick, like... And that's the thing, there's hope for us guys, because, the thing is, what I'm trying to do is get the media involved, and if people who see this artwork, I reckon can be cured of this thing. And the thing is that, so you don't believe in possession and demons and that, well, I must admit, my synopsis is, it's real. I mean, I've seen people go mad and, but the thing is, I don't want to, there's hope for you guys, it's not your fault. Because we're on the front line, and you've ever heard of money being so, well, you can see what money does to people's heads, right? But there's something controlling the money god. The money god they're controlling, and the money gods will do anything to interfere with anyone who's been dispatched to fix this problem. Now, this is a big problem that's been going on for a long time, and it has not been fixed for hundreds of years, and those who've been toner heads have been involved. I mean, the thing is, once we tone ahead to get established, the ones who've survived, well, we'll be able to say we're the most blessed among all earthly creatures, but it's come at a price, put it this way. A lot of the time, if you suffer so much, and again, someone won't see a self-guided photocopy, and many of them are very old and have nearly died, or they have died, and I really mourn those people who died in that circumstance. As I said, I've got a friend called Shannon, right? Well, she's dead now, but she died in Christmas Eve 92. And I think she was a toner head, but she didn't recognise it, and I didn't recognise it either. And she was going through all sorts of depressions and anxieties. And she also was, one thing to note also is that people who've got this problem are also people who've been through, like, abuse. Like, it could be from their father, it could be from anyone, sexual abuse, some kind of bullying activity. So chances are, if you've been through that, it's not your fault. But I'll tell you one thing, it's not a pleasant thing to be caught up in that. And it's in your head, right? But you can't get it out. It's like a virus on your computer. They're very hard to dispatch, But, apparently, but anyway, that just happens, You've been born into this copy of junket. Well, just like you've been enlisted in an army, you've been enlisted in an army, but it's okay, you love your photocopies, that's why it's a reward, but at the same time you've been interfered with, and if you've been repaired, if you've come out of the funk, well, you can actually listen to stuff like this and with a new spin on it and see it as a form of ironic sense of humour, right? But you can't listen, I don't think you should listen to it when you're in a fifth sense, because it make your condition worse.
Wakey. Rise and shine. Don't you know? It's work time. But no, it's not work time now. It's fun time, actually. Now, hang on. This energy saver button. Obviously, was a bit too gentle this time, but we're not going to get rough. We're just going to be a little bit firm on the sucker. Now, what's it doing? Is this power? Come on. Wakey. What's wrong with you, poor thing? Oh, hang on. Wait a sec. Well, it is! Oh, how confusing! Oh! There's got to be parts. No power there, but then that should be illuminated. So it goes to show that even an expert can get these things confused. That's copy a design. Imagine what a normal person would be like, trying to work that one out. Oh, it's just started to warm up. Just missed the beginning of the sequence. Just sort of flicking through the page just to see what's in this. And this thing's pretty old. This place has got some pretty cool gear. Just a pity the OEMs don't supply the parts anymore, guys. And they don't supply us any jobs either. It's stupid. So undignified. They're raping our industry. Scum. Okay, time to set up. We're going to see what we can get this thing to do. So, we lighten it right off. Take it off default. We might go, we'll go photo mode. Photo mode this time. Let us select. We're just going to go free. So, there we go. Image combination. Choose our original size as per usual, which is A3. Your typicals can't do this very well. This is so complicated. So we've got 801, 811, and I think that'll be okay. The old machine that we've got here is pretty cool stuff. What we'll do now is, and it's an image creation, but mini posi. It's pretty standard. These are going to sleep, they're obviously not available. The kind of settings I've got. So one touch, image quality, move background, get lead through, and fine adjustment, look at data, single color, color bounce, we'll go there. Let's see what we do with the color bounce. Color bounce. See what happens when we strip out the black. We're just going to try and set this up. This is just single bar mode. But it's cool. We go to fine adjust. Yellow. I've never tried getting this particular one before, but it's okay. It's a change. So we might go. This is good about Canon is because they've got more gradations. The Xerox ones noticed a little bit too simplified. But then all the copy brands have their strengths and weaknesses, as you guys have been on over the years. Frustrating though it may be. We can change that one day, but we have to believe in ourselves before and even hope to change copy design. Okay, so we might play around on that. Some stage. Magenta. That's right, this is working first too, ladies. I thought that was lighter, but that's dark. So darker plus. So lighter, yep, I think we got the set right. So magenta, magenta. Remember when we watch the panel, even though I just made it human error. Okay. So darker, we might slam that up about 2 notches. Medium, drop it 1. Maybe with the lighter magenta we might, what do we do with lighter magenta? I think minus it 1, minus a little bit, minus 2 maybe. Okay, cyan. So cyan, we like to keep the earth of cyan a bit strongish. Well, again, it's always hit and miss, isn't it? Experience also helps, of course, but if you're not familiar, well, it's very wasteful. Good thing about Konica Minolta's BizHub C754 and the other copiers in the series is they've got a preview screen. So these don't, unfortunately. Like, I do wonder if I should punch that one up or just drop it a bit. And black. I thought we stripped out black on the single bar screen, because sometimes with other copiers you can actually strip out the black using single bar totally, and then so you don't have to use all these 3 bars one by one, which is a bit fiddly, you know, a bit like triple handling. So that's our colour balance set. So yeah, okay, and we're going to see what other pieces of fun we can have with this sucker. Image quality adjustment, 1 touch colour. So let's see what we can do with this 1 touch colour. I've used Vivid on other models. highlight reproduction. We'll just try, I don't know if we should play with it now, but I think we'll just leave that as a colour balance for now. Image quality, move background, find, oh that's right, with the RGB so controls too. Crackers, woo! I don't know if we'll go to there yet. We'll just leave it that for now. Well, I think this sort of RGB or mixture, it's interesting how these things work. To really get an appreciation of these, you know, you have to both read the manual and operate it. Now, an average person would not even have to give these things the moment of the day. It's easy to learn. Some people learn easily just by rattling it. Some people, you know, theory is a nuisance at times, and people just don't read copier manuals, even if they are theoretically driven. So, I think we'll just, sharpness, I think we'll just sharpen it about, I think we'll leave it on 2 notches. Yeah, yesterday's configuration was a little bit basic. Image quality was a bit muddy, so we're going to see how this goes. Again, I should do screenshotties in case. Oh dang, we accidentally slipped ourselves into single colour. We're going to cancel that. We want full colour. So, expensive mistake, wouldn't it be? Well, it's auto colour. I don't like auto colour most of the time. We're going full. Now, let's see what this settings confirmation. This could be useful, but again, these confirmations can be quite limited. But this might be good for doing screenshots. We'll see how it goes. I'll screenshot them just so in case I lose my settings. Yeah, we had to can the Docker color dorking because someone was using the power support to 400, not C400, as I accidentally incorrectly quoted on my last set of videos. Get it right, girly. Hey, we all make mistakes. It's only human. Don't be ashamed. Okay, so they're going to do this one now. So got it set up. Just got to keep it in play. So must have been getting a bit hot and sweaty now. Whoa! This thing's a bit hard to get onto. This document feeder is annoyingly tight. I need to put back the glass. How many copies have we done on this sucker? Oh, parts. Yeah, we've done 4 so far. One more time. The nummy machine. Oh,
Need a hand.
no, no, good time, mate. Leave you and me, I can hold my own with these bloody suckers. Okay. Time to put the sucker. Oops, we better turn this around and just do it better. Time for output. screenshot's a bit blurry, unfortunately. So, focus it a bit. Yes, that's better. Just a little bit close. This thing's a bit slow off the mark.
Yeah, it is out of stock.
Any moment it should be coming out the output tray. Woo. So the gander. Oh no, look at that, man, wow. This is freaky. Look at the hair, wow. Now this copier seems to produce a muddy green colour, but we've managed to create a really nice configuration. Got a bit of an issue here, looks like a fixing issue, but that's alright, it's an old copier. It's part of the fun. So these look really good. You can see the nice little Sabettia effect or solarization effect. It's amazing what you can get with copiers when you know how to set them up properly. And this is good paper too, very smooth. So you have it. That's the Canon IRC 3220.